Welcome to Average House Price. In these videos, I take a look at houses that are currently available for the average house price in the UK. If you're enjoying these videos, please hit like or subscribe to see more of them. It's now the start of July, and the last update to the UK average house price was of March 2025, and that's £271,000. And that's according to the UK House Price Index. I'm going to be taking a look at 3 different houses listed for under that average house price, this time looking in the UK city of Birmingham. Let's see what we can find for under that price. As usual, we'll be using Rightmove to do our search today for houses in the UK. Type in Birmingham and for sale. And I'll just put the max house price at £280,000. That should cover our average house price. And let's see what we can find. The first property in our search in Birmingham is this one here, Kings Road, Sutton Coldfield. Offers in the region of £270,000, so that's within our budget there. And I picked this one. It's just a really nice looking house, and I like the look of the garden out the back too. Needs a bit of work, but it's just quite well established already, which is good. Judging by this picture, it could be a bit of a fixer-upper, but we'll go in and take a look here. So it's saying here semi-detached, which it is, 2 bedrooms. I think from looking at it, it's layout, it looks like a 3-bedroom to me, 1 bathroom, but looks like 2 bathrooms to me as well. So they might have underestimated it on this thing here. So maybe potentially getting a bargain here. I don't know. So here's the property here. It's this place here. Really nice looking place here. Fairly traditional looking. I like that window there too that sort of juts out a bit there. Looks pretty cool. And then sort of semi-bay windows there. They're rounded rather than that sort of angled shape of a bay window. But yeah, just a nice solid looking house as well. And yeah, nice. And even got a little front yard there and a nice big nature strip here. So I'm judging by that big nature strip that it isn't too, and the big tree there, that isn't too busy of a street. It looks like a fairly decent street, reasonably quiet, hopefully. But let's have a look. So here's the rear of the property here. As I said, yeah, quite a nice looking garden. Got some established shrubs already in here. Could still put in some trees and some spaces here as well to provide more shade when needed, or just for more interest, I guess, more diversity, or some fruit trees or something like that, grow some fruit. And then plenty of room here to grow veggies or have some chickens or something like that. And then you can see from here, looking back onto the street, there's some big tall trees along that street there, which is really nice. So you've got yourself some nice shade there from the sun at certain times of the day, which is always handy. Here's the living room here. So it's a little bit, especially with the furniture, a little bit outdated, but probably fairly easy to fix up. I mean, it's got that heavily sort of fixture on the walls there, which I don't know how easy that would be to change, but could be painted and it might look a bit nicer than that yellow colour maybe. Got those nice big windows there, which is really handy. That green carpet there could be lifted and there might be nice floorboards under there, who knows. But the way it is at the moment looks a little bit dated, but I think it could be fixed reasonably easily. Again, this room here, this looks like possibly a dining room leading out to a conservatory out the back there. Looks like a dining room because there's a small table and a couple of chairs there. But yeah, a few older pieces of furniture in here. Again, that same colour on the walls. It could be painted out, painted over, and don't know about the texture on the walls. Some people might like that, I don't know. And this carpet, definitely I'd be getting rid of that if it was me, but I'll leave that up to whoever buys the place. That's their call. Here's the kitchen, a nice looking kitchen here, nice and bright, fairly modern, a little bit tight maybe, galley style kitchen. Looks like a bit of storage over here, storage under there. The doors look like they're working well, they're serviceable. Countertop is all right as well. And then, yeah, just don't know whether that's actual floorboards, probably PVC type floorboards there. And then, yeah, nice view out to the back there, which is lovely. Here's the conservatory. So, yeah, it's okay. You've got lots of blinds in here to make sure that, yeah, all that light doesn't get in. They can get very hot, conservatories. So not everyone's a big fan of them. And this roof here, hopefully that's not letting in too much light. But potentially with something like this, you can always get a solid roof put on. So then it's still classed as an outside room, but it is then a bit more usable year round with a decent size, with a decent solid roof on it. It's not letting in all that light and making it too hot in summer. And then also they're pretty cold in winter too, depending on how thick the glass is. Now let's have a look here. This looks like one of the bedrooms. This could be the one in the loft at the top, I think, judging by the windows there, those Velux type windows. And yeah, not a huge fan of this carpet either, but that I like the brick chimney there. That's really nice. Could do with a bit of paint maybe, and just some. Don't know if it could be a rug even that there, but yeah, I'd probably be looking at changing the flooring there maybe. Here's the stairs. So it looks like a little spirally type staircase, a smaller staircase getting up to that loft level. And this looks like the landing, and then another level down there. But this is a landing here, so got a bit of room here for storage for books and things, and then a couple of bright windows as well. And this looks like another of the bedrooms here. Don't know if that's a real dog. I don't think so, actually. Looks like a statue of a St. Bernard. It's got that little barrel on its neck there. But again, yeah, nice light coming in there through those windows. Not a fan of the colour, but can paint that. And it looks like floorboards under a couple of rugs there. Maybe the rugs are just to keep their feet warm in winter. This is, well, it looks like another bedroom. I don't really know. Probably is, but it looks like it's being used just for storage. A lot of clothing in there currently. Yeah, probably, I don't know, possibly too many clothes there for I don't know how many people live in the house, but that's probably just a couple's clothes, and that's a lot. And then some suitcases in here. Again, not a big fan of that carpet or that sort of textured wall there, but I like the colour a bit more in this one, just a bit of a plain white. Or you could even go a bit bolder and have some darker colours maybe. But yeah, really nice view out of those windows there out onto the street. So I'm assuming this would be another bedroom, but currently it's being used for storage. So potentially, going back to that last one, maybe that's why they listed as 2 bedrooms, because there's only 2 bedrooms currently, but this one would definitely be a bedroom too if not used for storage, I think. Here's the bathroom. So it looks like a shower over a bath here, toilet, basin, big cabinet there. It looks okay. Again, could do with a bit of modernisation possibly, but nice and bright when the sun's coming in through that window anyway. Here is the back space here, the back garden. So it looks like a nice fence along that side. I think from the pictures before there was a decent fence along there too. Some nice big shrubs and some big trees over the back too, and adjoining properties, and then some shrubs over there too. So you're not really looking at the at your neighbours there, which is really nice. Get a bit of privacy in your back garden there, and then that looks like a shed at the back there. So that's also very helpful. There it is. There's the shed. Yeah, it looks okay. Looks fairly modern. It's got a bit of brick on it, so it's well constructed from the looks. And there's just a view back to the house again. So that was it for that house. Yeah, quite like that house. Needs a little bit of work maybe, but good amount of room for that price. And here is the layout. So you have a porch here into the hall. So that was in that doorway there. Into the hall, into the lounge room there, into the dining room there. No entranceway into the kitchen from there, which is strange. Maybe they've just missed that out, because surely you wouldn't have to go out through the conservatory to get into the kitchen. That doesn't make sense. I think they've missed a doorway there. But yeah, lounge room, dining room, they're both quite large areas. Hallway is quite big as well, actually. Kitchen's okay. And then you've got the conservatory there, and then up the stairs there to the landing. We saw a picture of that before. There was the main bathroom there, bedroom 1 and bedroom 2. I think this bedroom 2 here was the one that was being used as storage currently, which is a shame because that had that nice view out the front to the trees out the front. And then up the other set of stairs to the other bedroom, which we saw as well in the loft. And that has an ensuite as well, so that's pretty handy. So as I said, yeah, it was listed as 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, but it looks like 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So actually you're getting a better deal for your money there. Now we'll go back here and just take a look down here. It's council tax band C, parking yes, I think just out the front though from the look of things. Garden, yes, there definitely was a garden, and we'll go down here and have a look at the map. So here it is, it's on this King's Road here, so I don't know, maybe it is a bit of a busier road, but it definitely had some nice tall trees on it, and some nice nature strip as well, quite a wide nature strip, so looked like a nice road, and looks like there's a few housing areas just off here as well with those crescent roads. But we'll take a look at stations and we'll come back to the map in a little bit. So nearest station's Wild Green Station, that's a cool name, 1.3 miles. Chester Road Station, 1.6 miles, and Erdington Station, 1.8 miles. And as far as schools go, we have Twickenham Primary School, State School, Ofsted Good, 0.2 miles, so really close, that one there. New Oscott Primary School, again Ofsted Good, another state school, 0.4 miles, so a couple of good primary schools nearby. Oscott Academy, independent school, Ofsted Outstanding. Oscott Academy, I don't know if that is a secondary school or not, but could be, 0.8 miles. And there's one more down there, Story Wood School, state school. Doesn't say if that's a primary school or not, but that's 0.8 miles as well. And then you're quite close to Chester Road North there, which it looks like a busier road there, possibly. And then you've got Princess Alice Retail Park there too, so possibly some shopping nearby as well. But we'll open the map up here and have a look. So there it is. You've got quite a lot of supermarkets nearby. You've got M&S Simply Food, Tesco Extra, Lidl, Aldi. So you've got a couple of good discount brands there, and then M&S and Tesco nearby as well for other shopping. You've got a fish and chip shop up there from the looks of things, King's Fryer, Bilash Balti Tandoori restaurant over there. I won't promote that one down there. You've got Omnia restaurant there, and then you've got a bar nearby as well, the Lounge at Boldmere, and then there's Wild Green Station over there. That was the nearest station. Not sure where the other one's here. And then it looks like you've got a golf course and a bit of a lake up there. I'll just zoom out a little bit there. So you're near Oscott here, and there's King's Road up there. So we'll zoom out a little bit here. You've got another LD down there. There's a station there as well. Station there. A couple nearby there. And we'll zoom out. So you've got that big green space up there, Sutton Park, which is nearby, which is really handy. Another local nature reserve over there. So a bit of nature nearby, which is really nice. Another big green space over there too. M6 is up that way. Oh, M6 down here as well. And then we'll just zoom out a little. We'll zoomed out a bit there. And here is Birmingham city centre down here. So you're a little way away. Still probably a fair way away from Birmingham city centre there. But it's okay because you've got that public transport there. There's probably some buses as well nearby, which you could get into town if you needed to. And then there was that shopping centre nearby as well with supermarkets and things like that. And then, what else have you got nearby? West Bromwich Albion Football Club over that way. So there we go. Go back and take one more look at the property. So that was our first property for Birmingham in this average house price in Sutton Coldfield. Second property for Birmingham today is this one here, Bond Street, Sturchley, £270,000 it's got here, so under the house price. Now, it doesn't look much from the outside. I mean, it looks okay, but it's not amazingly aesthetically pleasing from the outside, but I've chosen it because of the inside here. It looks really well decorated inside, so that's kind of where it gets its points in my view, so that's why I've included this one. So this one here, it's a terraced house, obviously, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, so a bit smaller than the first property, but not everyone needs 3 bedrooms, so we'll take a look at this place. So here it is from the street, so yeah, quite close to the pavement there. You've got a little shrub over here. I think that's out front of the neighbour's place even. But you've got a little some flowers growing there, a little shrub. So yeah, potential to put a bit more in there and make it a little bit more exciting out the front, but also probably a place to keep your bins as well. And then yeah, some nice decorative plasterwork above the windows there at the front, and then this sort of little porch bit at the front here. I guess it's kind of like a little mud room, which is always helpful, especially when you got mud on your shoes. And this is the inside of the property here. So you got the front door there, and you've got this nice big window at the front here. So maybe there wasn't a porch at the front. I don't know. Looked like there was. Maybe it was just around the front door there. Maybe it wasn't going all the way across like I thought it did. Might have just been a little bit at the front door, but still somewhere to keep your muddy shoes or take your coat off if it's been raining, something like that. But a nice big window at the front there, and they've got it set up as a working space, which is a nice spot to be. See the neighbouring properties there. And this must be the dining room here, I'd imagine, because you've got a dining table and some chairs. And then it looks like a fireplace there, probably not working. But yeah, I really like this wallpaper up here. That looks really nice. And just that colour there as well on that wall. I really like that. And then some nice shelves there for storing books and things like that. Yeah, and then nice floorboards here. I don't know if they're original floorboards. They might be, might even be PVC type floorboards. I don't know for sure. Hard to tell, but they look nice enough. So we'll go to the next room. This looks like the living room. So this is probably behind that first dining room, and this looks really nice too. Again, it's got that same colour, like an accent colour wall there, a bit darker green and some lighter green on this wall. What would have used to have been a fireplace there, and then yeah, plenty of room. Got the TV here, a couple of sofas there, unless that's a chair. I think that might just be a chair and a sofa, but still enough room for a family, a small family anyway. A couple of parents and a couple of kids. And then you have, yeah, you can see out to the back there too, that nice big window. You've got a fairly new looking fence there and some greenery out the back there at your neighbours' properties. And then through the kitchen there, which probably will be the next room we see, or not, might not be, but yeah, it's just showing another view here. Don't know why that door's there. That's a little strange, unless that's to the staircase. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I thought if that was going straight through the dining room, it's a little bit redundant with that big archway there, but I really like that archway. That looks really good too. Yeah, so there's the dining room, and this is the living room right next to each other here. So that must be the stairs. I'm sure. We'll check soon, but it'd have to be. It would be really silly to have another door there. Now here's the kitchen. So not ultra modern, but it's workable. It's a little bit small, but it is a 2-bedroom place, so I guess it's not expecting there's going to be a lot of people in the house. But you've got the oven there, some bench space along here and there, some cupboards up the top there, some light coming in through that window, washing machine to the side here, and then that's probably the way out to the back garden, I'd imagine. It's not an amazing kitchen, but it's okay, it's workable. And here's just another picture of that kitchen again, just to show you the size of it. So it's an alright size. It's just a little bit tight, I guess, because sort of hemmed in on both sides. This looks like the main bedroom. So you've got a couple of windows out there onto the street. Looks like a decent enough size. I've put a fairly big TV over to the side there on some drawers. Wallpaper walls. Not as much of a fan of the wallpaper in the bedrooms. Probably prefer just a painted bedroom, to be honest. I like the wallpaper downstairs, but this I'm not as big a fan of. It looks like a pretty big room because they've got a cot there next to the bed as well, and then carpet there as well. This looks like the spare bedroom or bedroom number 2. Yeah, not a huge fan of that colour of walls, but it's okay. It's better than some other, just beigey colours, I guess. It's a little bit more exciting than that. And the carpet, it's probably okay. I'm not a big fan of carpets. I prefer floorboards, but it looks like nice enough carpet. And it looks like a spare bed there. So enough room probably in this one for another double bed as well in this bedroom, which is helpful. And this is the bathroom here. So you've got a shower here, quite a good sized shower from the looks of this. Toilet, basin, little cabinet above the basin there. Nice big, looks like a window there in the shower, is it? Or is that? Yeah, it looks like a window in the shower, which is interesting. And then another one over there, so fairly bright room, which is really good. And then a big tub over there as well, a nice big old style bathtub with legs and everything there with feet on it. So yeah, really good. I like that bathroom. Good size as well. And there's just another view of it as well. There's that bathtub, tiles on the walls there, that bright window there. And this looks like the back garden, so you can kind of see big trees here blocking out everything there. You can see the top of one roof over there. I don't know if that is even a house. That looks like it would be a sporting pavilion or something like that. I don't really know. It doesn't look like a house with that little weather vane thing on top there. But yeah, you've got shrubs down either side here. Some grassed area here, a nice bench at the back to sit on. It's a little bit, well, not the best kept garden ever, but it's okay. And yeah, could obviously, new owners could definitely do a bit more with it. Got a bit of a low looking fence there. I don't know if the next property drops away a lot, and that's a tall fence for the next door neighbour, if it's just a low fence between both properties, but you could always grow some trees along there too to block out the neighbours a little bit there. But it's an okay garden, not huge, but it's an okay garden. And I think that's it now for that property. So we'll have a look at the floor plan here. Here we go. So reception 1, so that was that first room where they had the study at the front there. So the porch was just that front bit there. It wasn't all the way along. I thought it was all the way along here to begin with. That was just the open window there that juts out a little bit there. So yeah, it was the dining or study room there, or both actually. Then it leads in here, you've got a storeroom in there, and then that was reception 2 as they've called it there, which was like a living room. And that door there did go to stairs, so I was sort of right, sort of wrong about that. I thought it looked a bit silly because of the entranceway there anyway, but it was actually going up to stairs. There's that kitchen there, and that was the way out to the backyard or back garden. There's a storeroom there behind the kitchen. We didn't really see that in the picture, I don't believe, but that's definitely helpful to have more space there. And if it's okay, you could always extend the kitchen into there as well, possibly, and have a kitchen diner in that area there maybe. And then up the stairs you had bedroom 1, which had storage in here, and then bedroom 2 over here. I'm not sure which was which in the picture. I think that was the one they were using currently, and this was maybe the spare there. I don't really remember that well which was which, to be honest. And then there's a hallway down there leading to that quite big bathroom down there. So it's okay. It's 2 bedrooms, but it's pretty big for a 2-bedroom. It's decent sized. So that is it for the layout. And we'll just go down here and have a look if there's any more info on the place here. So there it is, terrace, 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom. Sought after Sturchley Village. So it sounds like it's a popular area. Council tax B, patio, private garden, parking, ask agent. It looks like parking is just on the street. Didn't check the energy performance certificate on the last one. I'll have a quick look here. So currently it's an E, 54, which is fairly low, but you can get it up to 79, which is a C. So that is the energy performance. And check out the stations here nearby. Bourneville Station, Sally Oak Station, so Bourneville was 0.2, Sally Oak 0.9, and Kings Norton Station 1.2. Schools nearby, you've got Sturchley Primary School, 0.2 miles, very close, Ofsted Good. Rattlebarn Primary School, Ofsted Good, 0.5 miles. Sally Park Girls School, 0.5 miles. And St Edward's Catholic Primary School, 0.7 miles. So quite a few schools in that within a mile of this place. And if you have a look on the map here, it's very close to, there's a Cadbury sign there, thing there. So maybe that was where the old Cadbury factory was, or they might still manufacture Cadbury there in Bourneville, which is also a name well known with Cadbury as well. So it must be the suburb that Cadbury was built in, I guess. But we will open the map and have a look here. So it's in Sturchley here, and you've got a big park nearby there as well. So here we go. You've got Morrison's nearby there, a little supermarket, an Aldi. So you've got about 3 supermarkets very close by. There's Cadbury World, so that will be where the Cadbury factory was and potentially still is. Bourneville Station, really close there. You've got a brew company there, Attic Brew Company, Birmingham Brewing Company nearby there as well. So a couple of brew pubs maybe, I don't know, or at least bars anyway. You've got a place up there called the Country Girl, and another one down here. Oh, sorry, this is a restaurant. Akram Kashmiri restaurant nearby as well, which is helpful. And then another restaurant there. Got Cartland's Tea Rooms over there. So yeah, interesting. And a road there called Pineapple Road. That's a good name for a road. Yeah, so that's the nearby area. If I scroll in a little bit, we'll just see if there's much more in there, because it said it was in Sturchley Village, so quite a few shops along here from the looks of things. So you've got a little green space nearby there. That might have been the place over the back where the that roof with the little weather vaney thing above it was, maybe. There we go. So it looks like Mondelez Cadbury UK still has a site there nearby. And then, yeah, a few little places along this high street area here. So you've got a Can Eat Cafe, Eat Vietnam, so a Vietnamese restaurant there, Yardbirds. There was that Akram Kashmiri restaurant. And then you had, yeah, Attic Brew Co over there, Birmingham Brew Co nearby as well. So looks like a really nice little area in there. So, yeah, and you've got the train line down there as well with Bourneville, so really close to a station. And we'll zoom out a little bit. Got that park over there, another park, and then park just behind as well. Zoom out and we'll see where Birmingham City Centre is. So it's up this way. Got a Sainsbury's up there. There was that Sally Oak station. That was the next nearest station, but it's on the same train line, so you wouldn't need to go there, would you, when you had that other station nearby? Edgbaston Stadium up there. Cricket Stadium in Birmingham. And there's Birmingham City Centre up there. And Birmingham Botanical Gardens over there. So looks like a really nice part of Birmingham there, a nice little village, Sturchley. So in a good spot, that place. Only 2 bedrooms, but as I said, not everyone needs a 3-bedroom house. So it's good to look at some of these places occasionally as well. On to our third and final property now for Birmingham. This one here is Slade Road, Birmingham, B23 7LG. £270,000 again. This one is a terraced place, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, freehold tenure, and just a really interesting looking place. I really love that sort of fretwork there around that angled ceiling there, and then again around the doorway you've got it again. Just, yeah, nice decorative work around the windows as well. Nice big bay window. Just find that a really interesting looking place, so that's why I've chosen. I also like the look of the back garden as well. I don't know if it's really big or not, but it looks quite nice. So we'll go and take a look at this property. So yeah, from out the front, it's really nice looking place, quite historic looking. Really like the look of that place. And then you've got some hedge here between yourself and the next door neighbours. Some more hedge on the other side there. So you've got a little garden out the front, basically. And then you've got this big tree here. I don't know if that is in your property or on the street, but that's also really nice as well. Just adds to the character of the place. And this looks like the back garden. So they've gone straight to the back garden here, but yeah, nice path going down there, and got some gardens either side. Look like they're really well maintained. You've got some trees there, some shrubs and some lower shrubs, ground covers and things like that there. Just a really nice looking garden. You've got a clothesline at the back there. Some of these look like fruit trees. And you've got a gate at the back there leading to potentially an alleyway at the back there. I don't know. But yeah, I really like the look of that garden, and even a bench there to sit on. This looks like it is the living room, so quite tall ceilings in this place. And I don't know if they're doors leading out to the back or not. They could well be, but they're letting in quite a bit of light anyway. Does look a little dark in this room. I don't know if that's just the time of day it was taken, but it's a really nice looking room too. Nice high ceilings as I mentioned, and then floorboards here, an old fireplace. It looks like they're collecting a few records there as well, LPs. Yeah, really nice looking room, but just as I said, possibly a little dark, but that could be the time of day it was taken. Here's the entranceway. So yeah, that looks amazing. The tiling through there, tessellated tiles down the hallway there. Really nice feature. And then you've got the stairs going up there, and I'm not sure what's through either of these two rooms. We'll have to keep looking, I believe. This looks like one of the bedrooms upstairs, I think. Another fireplace. It's not open though, it's been closed off, but you've still got the mantle there. Got a couple of bikes stored up here. One is an exercise bike from the looks of things, and one for when they get out on the road. And then floorboards again, and then a rug across there. But yeah, this would be a nice sized bedroom. Don't know if this would be the main or the second one, but yeah, you've got really nice big open windows there with a nice view out to a lot of greenery out the front there, or it could be at the back. Who knows? Looks to be out the front because it looks like you're looking at other houses there, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. And here's that living room again. So this is on the ground level, and I think that leads out to the back. I think that's what it is. And a really big radiator along that wall there. There's that fireplace again. Must be one of the big features of this room. This looks like the dining room, so a little smaller, and that's probably the door out to the back garden, I believe. But you've got this tall storage cupboard here, nicely painted in blue to give it, just to sort of make it stand out a little, I guess. And some really nice old doors in this room too. That one and that one look really nice, and even that door out to the back looks really nice too. Green paint and the LED light in it look really good, and a nice big window in there too. So I think this is the dining room. Tiled floor in here, obviously, could be a little cold. And there's just another view of this. So there's that tiled floor that could potentially be a little bit cold. And there's the stairwell going upstairs there, and looks like storage under there as well. And there's just another view of that same room. You've got a little fireplace in this room too. I didn't notice that before. And there's just a closer view of that fireplace. And this looks like the kitchen. So yeah, fairly eclectic looking kitchen. Interesting looking. I really like this one. So you've got a cooker in that unit there, a bit of storage next to it, and a bit of bench next to it as well. Spice rack up there, some open shelving up here, some nice bright blue tiles around the edge there. View out to the back as well, so letting a bit of light in there. Another unit over here, looks like it's got the washing machine in it, and the sink there for washing up. Another unit over here, so maybe not a heap of storage in this kitchen from the looks of things. You've got the fridge there. Doesn't look like a massive kitchen, but interesting looking. I like how different it is. This looks like the landing at the top of the stairs there. Some carpet here, possibly a bit old. It's sort of lifting a little bit there, but I'm sure that could be replaced, or there's probably nice floorboards underneath that as well. Carpet in that room there. But I really like the rail and the stair rail and all that over here. Looks really interesting. And this looks like another bedroom here. So floorboards on in this one. So the carpet's been lifted in this room. A lot of storage around here. Probably don't know if you need all that, or you could put some built-ins in there, possibly in the alcoves either side of the fireplace, maybe, and take up all that room there, so you can't see all the things sitting on top. But yeah, they've got plenty of storage in this room. And then yeah, windows there. I don't know which way they look out to. And there's just that bedroom again. Yeah, nice old door as well on there. Not sure if that's glass there or if that's just been painted grey. Hopefully it's not glass. You really wouldn't want to have glass windows leading into your bedroom, I guess. Sort of lose all your privacy then, don't you? And there's that room again. That bed looks a lot bigger from this angle. Looked quite small from the first photo. But yeah, nice big ceilings in this room as well. Could do with a bit of brightening up maybe, different coloured paint. I think that floor maybe makes this room and the other rooms look a little bit dark. So potentially polishing those up and lightening them up maybe might make the room a bit brighter. And there's a fireplace, not in use, but that's that little one there in the bedroom. And this looks like another bedroom here, so another good sized bedroom. I think that's a double, I think. You could potentially fit a wider bedroom in there. Another fireplace in here you've got. Similar to the other rooms, you've got the picture rail all the way around. Decent sized height in each room as well. And you've got carpet in this one as well. And there's just another view there. So you've got a nice big window there looking out to the back. Not a heap of storage in this one either, but again, you could probably build some built-in wardrobes either side of this fireplace here in the alcoves, like in the other room, if you wanted to do that in both rooms. And this looks like a storage room. Not sure if this is off one of the bedrooms or not, but this is an okay space for storage. Could be a study or a kid's bedroom maybe. And again, you've got a window there as well. And there's just another view of this room as well. And it looks like another storage room. So I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a lot of room in this place, or a lot of different rooms. Another potential study or storage room, or could be another bathroom even. Who knows? Here is the bathroom. So it looks like cork tiled floor, bath there, and sink, toilet, window there. Here's just another view of that bathroom again. So you've got a bath there, got a shower curtain around it, so must have a shower in there as well. Maybe not a massive fan of that, to be honest. If this is the only bathroom, maybe some of that other space could be used to put in a second bathroom, maybe with a shower in it, a separate shower. Window there. Yeah, nice plants in here. Interesting enough bathroom. Probably not big enough though, I wouldn't think, if it's a 3-bedroom place to be the only bathroom. And there's a view again. So you've got that shower curtain there over the bathtub. And this looks like the front garden. Nice size front garden, really. It's plenty of room there. Got a nice big tree out here, some hedge along there, little hedge along there as well. A few shrubs along here too. Really nice looking green space. And then you can see all the neighbours again in that similar style houses. And there's another view of that front garden looking from the house outwards. So you get a nice little tranquil area out the front to relax in as well. And another view of that looking out to the street. So I'm assuming parking is on the street for this house. And here is the back garden. So you've got a little grassed area here, some paths. We've seen this before, pathway through 2 gardens there. That fence there has been covered with ivy, so you've got a bit of privacy there. You can see the neighbours at the back there. But some of these trees here, once they get a little bigger as well, will block that. So that's the handy thing about having big trees like this in your backyard. They can serve a few purposes. Looks like a storage room or a couple of storage rooms out the back here too, which are also very helpful. And they've got a bench out there too, and a chair there. So nice places to sit as well and relax. There's another view there. So maybe even 3 storage rooms there. I don't know. That's really interesting. Maybe that's like shed space, I guess. I don't know. And there's just a view looking back to the house. So really nice, solid looking house here. And same with the neighbours. Just a really neat and nice looking back garden. And there's just another view from the very back, looking back to the house as well. I think that's right from the back gate. So yeah, and some nice trees along here, fruit trees from the looks of things. And back to the view of the front of the house again. Really nice looking place. And we'll look at the floor plan. So porch here, entrance into the lounge room, dining room there, storeroom under the stairs, breakfast room, kitchen. So the kitchen's a little smaller. I'd potentially look to maybe make the breakfast room a little smaller and increase the kitchen size, or maybe just make it one big room, really. Kitchen, breakfast room could be better. You've got a couple of storage rooms there, then a little toilet out the back there as well. Don't know if that gets used too often. And then up the stairs, you have another storage cupboard there. Bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3 with a little dressing room, study, nursery there. So that could even be a bigger bedroom with maybe an ensuite there potentially, or maybe make that bedroom bigger to there, maybe make the bathroom larger. Got a few different options there. Probably even room in this bedroom 1 to have an ensuite there, although the plumbing issue could be a bit of a big one because all the plumbing's over there, so you'd have to run pipes over there. But yeah, you've got options. It's quite a large place, really. And we'll go back and have a look and see what else there is here. So terrace, 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom place, freehold. Council Band B, parking, ask agent. Looks like it was on the street. Garden, yes. Nice gardens there. Energy performance, we'll have a look here. Currently 66, which is a D. Could get it up to a B, 84, which is good. And then here it is on the map. So it's in this area here near Stockland Green. You've got Brookvale Park Lake nearby. And it looks like a train line there as well. And we'll have a look here for stations nearby. Gravelly Hill Station, Gravelly Hill Station, 0.5 miles. Erdington Station, 0.9, and Witten Station, 1.2. So a few stations nearby. As far as schools, Stockland Green School, State School, Ofsted Good, 0.2 miles. The Pines Special School, Ofsted Good, 0.3. Slade Primary School, Ofsted Good, 0.5 miles. And St Mary and John Catholic Primary School, Ofsted Good, 0.4 miles. So quite a lot of schools nearby. And we'll open the map just to see where it is. So looks like a hospital nearby here. Action Indoor Sports nearby there. Not sure about supermarkets nearby. It doesn't look like too many. There's a little up there. And then what have you? So you've got Gravelly Hill Station down there. You've got Erdington Station up there. You've got that park and lake nearby there. And we'll just zoom out to see where it is in relation to Birmingham City Centre. So Stockland Green is there, and there's Birmingham City Centre there. So it's not too bad, really. Fairly close to the city centre. So that is our third property for Birmingham. As you can see with the 3 places we found in Birmingham today, there are actually some quite good places there. I'm a bit surprised about that. They're not too bad. So all under the average house price there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to see more like this, and also hit the like button. And let me know in the comments if you'd like me to check out any other houses in different parts of the UK. Thanks for watching Average House Price, and we'll see you next time.